Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
LT, cooking your ass.
Not saying that I don't want a man that's making more than me, but I will.
Do you think a man cares about your education?
Yes, my man, he does. I don't know about you, but my man does.
Do you think a man that makes $600,000 a year cares about a woman's
My man,
education?
not yours, mine.
The position you have to get in. If any of my homies walked in and saw me, I'm like, you didn't see nothing, bro, and I'll kill you for telling it.
You know, you're gay. We saw you with your white friend Eric, and he kissed you, or you were on a bed with a blah blah blah. And it's like, that's how I could tell a lot of people didn't play sports or weren't in the military or did anything like with other men where there's like a unified front.
No, you know, because I'm out here, I came here, I'm gonna do it just for you because I love you. Okay. The position you have to get in to get milked, and this is, see, I'm uncomfortable just talking about the position. So you don't mind if I give you a kiss on the cheek?
No, because I don't. That's a different stuff. That's a different thing.
What's different?
I don't want people to invade my privacy or invade my bubble. That's a different thing. I will punch you in your mouth because that's not the relationship that we have, and I don't want no kisses from you.
You do look like an Uber driver, man.
You're not talking when you're a sad nigga here, man.
Uber drivers kind of
Hey, he's trying to be a nigga, bro, but you're not.
Me?
Yeah. No, you get on your knees, arch it, pause, arch it, and then, you know, she behind.
You called in to scream about cartoons. You're screaming about cartoons right now.
Why don't you talk about no, it's like it's 6 fucking photos of you doing some gay shit, bro. You only explained 2 of them. Get out of here, bro.
About in a doggy style.
I thought it was cool, but it didn't give me like a tsunami alert, like the blowjob did. So yeah, it was on the same level.
What if you could combine the two? That'd probably be something special.
I help with the driving because I'm the Uber driver.
Uber driver.
There you go.
You look like one right now too. You do look like an Uber driver, man.
You're not talking when you're a sad nigga here, man.
Uber drivers kind of
Hey, he's trying to be a nigga, bro, but you're not.
Me?
Yeah.
LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, so let's get right into this one. All right, so you know it's bad when Myron's getting called out by Fresh, saying you pretending to be a nigga, but you not. Yo, that, but let's get into this. All right, so we got a $5 super chat. Hold up, chat. Shout out to Serena with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Serena says, happy to catch the live for a change. Do more of these daytime streams, please. LOL. Well, yeah, I'll try. Let's get it.
Hey, man, these shit's about to be spinning better than yours, bro.
You brush every 2 seconds. I don't brush that much.
Well, I mean, dude, I haven't had them in like 10 plus years.
That's why.
So I make it up.
You ever had waves, Bill?
Yeah.
What happened?
Brush like that. Shit, honestly.
Less stress, right?
Less stress.
Mo, you ever had waves?
Mm-hmm.
Or you had rolls?
Yes.
Cinnamon rolls. Don't worry, Mo. I asked them to earlier.
Don't run this nigga over, bro.
10 points if I run over.
Driving, bro.
This is the hood, ain't it? Wait, no.
Isn't it? That's Nina. The pineapple.
Is that Nina Pineapple?
Yes, it is.
Yo, I forgot.
Don't say shit. Don't say shit.
Why not?
Let her go.
Bro, yeah. Let her go. Man, yo, Murray's hilarious, bro.
I want her to come over and start a conversation and shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I just forgot all about it.
All right, today's topic. We have a little throwback here. We haven't seen these boys in a minute.
All right, so in this episode, we have a compilation of things to react to. So we have the ABBA and Preach video, as we see right here. We have Myron and Fresh basically taking on a bunch of folks on the streets and asking them red pill style questions and embarrassing themselves. They go outside, and that we'll react to that shortly. And we also have the throwback of ABBA talking about a pretty suspect moment. Speaking about prostate milking, we don't know if this was completely a joke or the truth. We don't know. We're gonna get into this the descriptions of the acts. Because people are arguing, is this zesty or not? Is this suspect or not? We're going to get into the details and react to it. The first time I listened to it, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything. Let's get into it.
Straight from Rumble.
TaylorMade says it can be sus if it's with a woman. This is the problem. You can't say shit like that. Listen, let's get something clear before we get into this. Women and men have different levels of what is gay and what is not. Women will literally be naked with each other, touch boobs with each other, kiss each other, make out, and be like, no, they're strictly dickly. They're not gay. And we'll live with that. Men's sexuality and a man's ego is a little more fragile than that. We can't do or participate in such zesty activities and get that shit off. You're kissing a man, you're zesty. You're not getting that off. You're trying to spin it to some narrative. That's zesty. When it comes to, it can't be zesty if it's with a woman. If you are getting pegged by a woman, she's strapping on and pegging you. That shit's zesty as fuck. What are we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
Now, I give y'all the disclaimer. We're talking about a bunch of shit in this episode. I'm tired of these goddamn episodes. We got to change the topics. There's too much zesty talk around here. But let's get into this. Women want to argue this. This is not an argument for women. This is a discussion for the men when it comes to this whole zesty line. Men determine this shit. Women, y'all don't exist as men. You guys have different lines when it comes to this. So women want to debate all day in the comment section. At the end of the day,
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
Thank y'all for being in the building. But at the end of the day,
the paradise of the defranchised, demonetized.
Because some people made some comments like, "Oh, Myron, you're gay. We saw you."
hold up, chat. I gotta adjust their volume. Their volume is rather low. Let me get this volume up so we're kind of equal. Oh shit! What the hell did I just do?
With your white friend Eric, and he kissed you, or you were on a bed with a blah blah blah, and it's like that's how I could tell a lot of people didn't play sports or weren't in the military or did anything like with other men where there's like a unified front or.
Stop the cap. Right. Emotional damage.
Now, this is copium at its best. So when you're speaking to a bunch of folks who actually played active sports, were in the trenches themselves, other folks that were in the military, what are you saying to them when they're telling you this? This is zesty as fuck. There's no excuse. Oh, you could tell. No, nah, nice try, sir. Get that bullshit out of my face.
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
Or a goal. Anyone that's an athlete, anyone that is a former military, anyone that was any type of situation where you're grinding it out with other guys in some kind of competitive atmosphere, that's just how it is. You guys don't understand like how close.
Myron's talking about grinding it out with other guys on Grinder. Jesus Christ.
Stick together.
Yo, there's some shit I got sent in the Discord that I did not make a part of this video, but it gets too zesty. I'm like, you know what, we gotta stop at some point. It's ridiculous.
Joke at with guys that you suffer with. Okay, that's how you build real bonds. That's how you build that brotherly love, is through unified struggle towards a common goal. And yeah, I mean, anytime someone says some shit like that, I'm like, yeah, that's how I know that you weren't an athlete or you never did anything with other competitive guys. Yeah, very sad story, man. Nah, bro, that's fruity. Only white people do the fruity bonding shit.
All right, so this is another person put it in on white folks, giving the white people a pass when they do shit, not holding up to the same standard. Only white folks do that. Stop the cap, man. Myron is not white. Myron's participating in that shit. That shit's zesty. But yeah, he says it's fruity at the end of the day.
That's how I could. More than likely, bro. You know what? You're probably a neckbeard fat bastard, and you probably never played sports in your life.
Now we have athletes in the chat, former athletes in the chat, former athlete on the mic. What are we talking about? Stop the goddamn cap.
We're track and field.
That's another lone sport.
You have any other combat sports you train at MMA gym? Y'all ever?
Well, I train in the gym. I train at TriStar.
Y'all ever get in bed?
No.
No kisses on the cheek. What about comedy? No, even.
No, but the thing that happened is that you guys are so afraid of being gay or looking gay.
Yes, facts.
You guys are so afraid.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I know you are. You are. You are 100%. You're one of them. I really don't care about them pictures. I don't care about him being bothered. I actually understand what he's saying about what.
Now, Preach is the one saying that folks are scared of looking gay and appearing gay. But Preach is also the one that they call a little bit, his mannerisms, they say, are a little bit on the feminine side. So Preach is clearly, he doesn't give a fuck. He is him. He understands who he is. If people say what they say, he doesn't give a shit.
Whatever the camaraderie, it looks weird.
Wait, what?
What?
I really don't care about them pictures. I don't care about him being bothered. I actually understand what he's saying about whatever the camaraderie, it looks.
Now I would have paused that, edited that, I think he meant, what did he mean to say? Camaraderie?
100%. You're one of them. I really don't care about them pictures. I don't care about him being bothered. I actually understand what he's saying about whatever the camaraderie, it looks weird, but.
Nah, man, we getting too much views for that. Nah, man. If I'm Abba, I'm like, yo, run that line all over again. You remember what you said? Nah, you got to say that properly. We're getting way too much. We're in the 100th. Nah, we ain't doing that. We getting 1 million views on this video and you going outside like that? Nah, bruh.
I'm not afraid of looking gay. I'm not afraid of looking in certain ways. You guys are.
So you don't mind if I give you a kiss on the cheek?
No, because I don't. That's a different stuff. That's a different thing.
What's different?
I don't want people to invade my privacy or invade my bubble. That's a different thing.
Nah, Preach. See, Preach is not. He's talking about folks they're scared of looking zesty or whatever. It's like, of course they're going to be scared of looking zesty. They're doing zesty acts. So when they're going to get super defensive, like Myron trying to rationalize it with the copium, it's absolute cope. He's uncomfortable with the act, so he's like, oh, but if you played in the military, or you played sports, or you were in the military, you got away with it. It's like, no. What the fuck? What are we doing out here? This is some filthy work.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
I will punch you in your mouth because that's not the relationship that we have, and I don't want.
Preach doesn't have to worry about shit like that because he's not allowing it. He doesn't have to worry about, oh, this looks zesty, because he's not participating in it. You try to kiss him on the cheek, he's punching you in the face. He's not comfortable with it. It's not within his comfort, so he doesn't have to worry about walking on these eggshells of, oh, do I look zesty doing this? Because he's not participating in the acts. Like, what are we talking about out here?
I know kisses from
you.
Well,
we a team. We travel.
That's not the relationship that we have.
Sometimes we be in hotel rooms and stuff.
When?
It's me and you against the world.
I had you because we were
it's me and you, and sometimes your girl against the world.
No. No.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. Like, you guys are afraid of that. I don't give a shit. I don't give two shits. And the thing that it's not, he's bothered about it. People have been, I've been bullied in my life. They said shit to me. So, what?
How do you fight back?
I don't give a fuck. No, that's what you do.
Okay. I just didn't know. Like, you were like,
I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't care.
You called in to scream about cartoons. You're screaming about cartoons right now.
Why don't you talk about no, it's like six fucking photos of you doing some gay shit, bro. You only explained 2 of them. Get out of here, bro. What are you talking about? You already explained it multiple times, bro. Why are you hugging a white boy from behind when your lips is on that nigga ear? Why are you letting a white boy kiss you on the mouth with his eyes closed and your elbows is touching? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
If Myron was, as you say, gay, I would know.
Wait, what?
Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay. No, this nigga gay as hell.
If Myron were gay, you would know. What in the hell does that mean? You would be partaking in... Wait. Yo.
Mouth with his eyes closed and your elbows is touching. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
If Myron was, as you say, gay, I would know. Watch any NBA game. Watch any sport. What do they do when he doesn't go play?
Stop the goddamn cap, Myron. Stop the goddamn cap. You know what?
I've seen him do it.
Hold up. What is this shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
Jesus Christ. How do you explain this?
Oh my God.
You're done.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women.
Slapped ass. Is that gay too, nigga?
That's the funny thing. He wants to defend it so much. That's not gay.
I'll say
that's not. But hold on. He's gonna be the first one to call anything that is not gay gay.
Facts.
You doing this? You doing this? That's gay. You doing that? That's gay.
Did he say you was gay for dancing?
It doesn't matter. And that's the problem that I have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that you look whatever. You guys are scared about that.
Yeah.
Problem is, you're gonna name. Oh boy, you.
Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Brother Jumbie says Myron wears his boxers with the dick hole in the back.
Basketball.
Hey, yo.
You're gonna chill with girls? That's gay. You're the one that's naming anything on the calendar that's gay, anything on the fucking on earth that is not gay that is gay, and then when people are calling you out on shit that actually looks sus, you're like, no. It's because you're scared, but who gives a fuck if you actually really know who you are?
Yeah.
And what you're about.
Yeah.
And who you actually want to fuck, that's you.
In the earliest, we said Banabati man. That nigga called me goofy? Look at you, bro. You're goofy.
Gay.
Any man that can boogie is on bro.
You are a fucking.
Now, after reviewing that footage and the pictures that they displayed,
Stop the cap.
Fucking lie.
It's a total fabrication.
that was an absolute reach. They were reaching into the depths of hell to try to make that zesty. That was absolute cap. There's nothing zesty about that. Nothing at all. They're trying to sprinkle the zest on everybody else to make them join the group. It's like, you tried it, sir. You tried it.
Like, yo, this guy called me gay for salsa dancing with ladies. And I just started laughing because I've heard it before. It doesn't bother me. But then the same person is like, eating is gay. I'm just like, okay. The same guy who advocates for not living with your wife, so you can live with your bros.
Yo, if you...
He's saying, but what is one thing they're good at sucking? What is one thing they're good at sucking?
Nigga, even gay dudes got the beat on that. What the?
Bruh.
No, dog. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm just.
Why would you make that assumption? You're saying gay dudes are better at sucking peen than women.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
That's what you call winning? A nigga's nuts in your face? Man, I need to see what you call losing.
Assuming, I don't know. What? I don't know. On personal experience.
Bro, you don't know.
I'm assuming. On that. What the?
Bruh. Yeah. He's saying, but what is one thing they're good at sucking? What is one thing they're good at sucking?
Nigga, even gay dudes got the beat on that. What the?
Bruh.
No, dog. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming. I don't know. What? I don't know.
Why would you assume? He doesn't know. He's backpedaling. He doesn't know off of personal experience.
Nigga, even gay dudes got the beat on that. What the?
Bruh.
No, dog. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I'm just.
I've seen him do it.
Assuming. I don't know. What? I don't know. On personal experience.
Bro, you don't know.
I'm assuming.
Okay, good.
I like the same person, you know what I'm saying? Who's out here like literally laying in bed with other dudes. I have no problem with people wanting to express themselves however they want. It's just when you hyper judgmental.
No, when you have situation after situation, picture after picture that is very suspect, very questionable at best, and then you have remarks that dudes are better at fellatio than women are. Like it's just zesty as hell. It's like
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
To like Preach said, and then your personal life look a little funky. So it's like maybe you need to chill out on calling other people homosexuals or gay or anything like that. That's it.
You're in no place of saying that thing looks gay, like that thing's a sis or whatever when not. You're in bed with a dude. I don't even want to sit on this dude's bed.
If I took
you in bed with a dude, but you're calling people gay. You're fucked up.
You telling dudes not to live with their wives so they can live with their bros? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he says that. He says do not cohabitate with women. You'll lose masculinity living with women, live with men. That's what he says.
Tell people it's gay to eat poom poom. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was in the military I never saw no shit like that. Now I'm not saying there's not people who do a little slap ass. There's very few, but like sometimes
stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
No, listen, there's like one or two, but they never.
Come on, man. Slap ass.
Yeah, there's like always one or two weirdos.
Yeah, the Dwight Howard ass niggas that claim that they're straight, but they just play slap ass. Like, no, pause, sir. What the fuck are we doing out here? What the hell?
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
Okay, but it's not that common. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if you guys are in a team, or you guys play sports, or you were in the military, or maybe people do combat sports. Did y'all ever lay in bed with other dudes and then cuddle up? Did y'all ever kiss each other on the cheek or grab them from behind them? Maybe that's more common. So we want to hear from you guys. What is your perspective on this? And there's one comment that made me laugh though.
Go ahead.
So he was getting his face shaved by his homie, right? It's a full shave.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just dying because someone said that could be a barber. I was like, bro, it's just a full face.
Just a full facial?
Yeah, you don't need a barber to fully shave everything.
No.
You just put the cream on.
Put the cream on.
As a military, we used to always have to be clean shaven. I have never seen someone be like, yo, let me
get that for you. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Dead. Yo, let me get that. Let me.
Yeah, no, the mirror don't do you justice.
Let me get
the mirror don't do you justice, my nigga. Let me hook you up.
Yo, fuck. Yo, what the fuck?
It's that I do not have a problem with it.
We know you said it a million times.
I'm gonna say it a million times more.
But the more you say it, the more you sound you got a problem with it.
Yeah, just like he does.
I'm fine.
Just like he does. It's not. Listen. It's not.
What was that horse noise?
It's not.
Hey, listen.
It's not gay.
To me, it's just funny. The only thing that's funny is just like it's the hyper masculine alpha male types who, when you just like peer behind the, it's like
Are you calling anybody gay when you got this in your closet?
It's facts. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Brother Jumbie says, I knew by the length of Myron's shorts and hair extension, he has his ankles on niggas' shoulders after dark. His draws say juicy on the booty. Hey, yo, pause, yo.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
We just wanted to check in on our boys on Rumble. See how they do.
Your boys. You're the one that keep bringing them up.
You're the one wanting to get physical with it. Pause.
What? They proposed? I didn't oppose.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'll just be honest.
Now, let's go into the moment that everybody wants to discuss. The moment where Abba was talking about his suspect moment on Shan Booty or Sham. I can't remember this woman's name. This podcast right here. This is a sexual podcast where they talk about very intimate sexual details in their sexual endeavors. So let's listen to this.
Let's talk about it. The position you have to get in to get milked. And this is... See, I'm uncomfortable just talking about the position... The position you have to get in. If any of my homies walked in and saw me, I'd be like, you didn't see nothing, bro. And I'll kill you for telling it.
What's up, lovers and friends? I'm away from home for an entire month, and I am missing home and missing all of you, but I did not want to miss out on the opportunity to personally tell you about the sponsor of this video.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
There's a lot of
Yeah, I forgot I put that in there, yo. Shout out to Jimmy James with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Jimmy James says Myron doesn't wear shorts. You spelled wear wrong. I think you meant to go with the WEAR, but shout out to Jimmy James with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Jimmy James says Myron doesn't wear shorts. He wears prison punk panties. Jesus Christ. Hey, yo.
Stick together. Pause.
School of thought that for women, orgasms are majority mental. But would you say the same thing for men?
The biggest sexual organ is the brain.
Yes, but it's the idea that a woman can be not relaxed and receiving the kind of stimulation that would result in orgasm, and she won't orgasm because she's in her head.
Yeah.
Whereas for a man, I don't think it's like, regardless of how you're feeling or what you're thinking, if someone's stimulating you in a way it's going to lead to orgasm, you're going to orgasm.
I'm not even going to count, but maybe it's just me. I'm not done studies. I'm like, hey, bro. But for me personally, if she knows what she's doing, even if I don't want to orgasm, I'm coming. You know what I mean? Even if my mind state is not there, if she got the technique, she do the guac guac with the double hand, it's a wrap.
A little Olive Garden?
Yo, it's a wrap. I've had girls be
the-
like, I'll tell you when you come. Like, no, you won't. I was like, oh shit, she gonna tell me? She told me today. So there's a certain element of that I do believe is true, and I think here's how I always define it. I'm like, this is how the trade-off went. I think men have easier orgasms but worse orgasms. I think women have the superior product.
Oh yeah,
it just costs more.
It's harder to reach.
Because I be watching women orgasm. I'm like, damn, I want to have an exorcism too.
Yeah,
because he be there like, you know.
The leg shake.
Yeah.
Oh Mike, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't.
I've had women who have to take like 40 minutes off.
They break.
Yeah. And I'll never get to experience that.
They pop and shit. No,
I've had level 2s. Level 2s are cool.
Yeah,
but they don't come close.
I had level 2.5. But women, when you hit the spot right, they got level.
You had a prostate orgasm.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
You've had a prostate orgasm?
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm gonna be.
Shit, my bad. I'm on mute. Now, this is the zesty moment in question. The prostate. The prostate orgasm, the prostate milking, whatever he describes here. This is what folks talk about and they use against Abba to say that he participated in some zesty actions. So let's listen to this.
Honest with you, even though, it was intense.
It wasn't another level?
To me, it wasn't more intense than the level 2 I get from a really good blowjob.
Were you milked? How did it happen?
I mean... So, All right, I've never talked about this in detail. This is I'm feeling naked right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
Essentially.
All right, so Mo Deep missed the early speech that I gave. When folks talk about it's not gay if it's a woman. All right, we're gonna have a vote, chat. Let's see if we have people that live in the same reality that I live in, or we have a bunch of weirdos in the fucking chat. All right, so if a woman is strapping on a dildo and she is pegging a man, is that not gay?
No, this nigga gay as hell.
Is that not suspect? We're gonna get into the milking after. All right, so Whispers says it's questionable.
I've seen him do it.
Questionable? Mo Deeb, you say, okay, so Mo Deeb agrees that that's gay. But you said just a second ago, if it's with a man, it's gay. If it's with a woman, that it's not. So there is nuance here. You can do gay shit with women because it's like it's some closeted shit. It's like you really want the full experience, but you're half-assing it because you're Dwight Howard. You're not fully comfortable in your sexuality, but you're doing the gay sex acts. So that's gay as shit. Milking is not gay, but pegging is. All right, so what exactly is milking? Random University put a 1 in the chat. I didn't do the 1s and 2s. I kind of fucked that up. But nonetheless, it seems like there's a consensus that we know that pegging is pretty zesty. TaylorMade, sit this one out. This one's not for you. You're still arguing it. This is for the men.
Nah, I can't do it.
Okay, you gotta tell me afterwards.
Yeah, we can tell it. I started thinking about it.
I was not expecting.
Here's the thing.
Messi says pegging is not gay. Now, Auntie 3 says not gay. All the women are saying not gay. The men don't play that shit. Men, y'all don't understand. Women do the stuff that they do, the gayest stuff. They're showing each other's private parts, kissing, and acting like it's not gay because it's not gay for women. You guys have different rules. I explained this earlier. Men, we don't have those same rules. Our egos are much more fragile. Our sexuality, the way it's not. Nah, we don't play that shit. At least straight men do or don't play that shit. Jay Kennedy says it's super gay to spend this much time debating a man's booty hole. Now, this is the problem that we end up in. When I do 2 shows prior that is pretty much zesty behavior, and then I end up covering this, and then we continuously have conversations, it becomes kind of suspect. Why are we talking about this that much? That is true, but we are thought leaders. That's funny. Thought leaders. We do get paid to speak. These are conversations that need to be had. So at the end of the day, you tried it, sir. You tried it.
LT cooking your ass.
Let's get back into this, though.
Okay. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'll just be honest. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Because I'm out here. I came here. I'm going to do it just for you because I love you, okay?
Okay, so we're watching an uncomfortable conversation. We have uncomfortable conversations as podcasters. At the end of the day, you cannot use that as a scapegoat to try to silence the conversation, for us to not lament the fact that certain things or certain activities are zesty, because that's what it comes down to. That is a deflection. Oh, well, talking about it is zesty. It's like you tried it, man. You tried it.
Position you have to get in to get milked. And this is, see, I'm uncomfortable just talking about position. The position you have to get in. If any of my homies walked in and saw me, I'd be like, you didn't see nothing, bro. And I'll kill you for telling me.
Okay, so he's making it joke. So he's making it lightheartedly. Or he's saying this lightheartedly, but how much of it is truth? If you've seen them do it, you would kill them because it's that.
The position you have to get in. If any of my homies walked in and saw me, I'd be like, you didn't see nothing, bro. And I'll kill you for telling me. And because I think it took me such a long time to even be comfortable to do that with the person I'm intimate with and to trust her, that even just saying I did it makes me like, ugh.
I'm so happy right now. I want to let you know that.
Nah, man, I did it for you. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, you know, you just.
What is the position?
Position, Galinari Pune Printer.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you get on your knees, arch it, pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Position.
Position, Galinari Pune Printer.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you get on your knees, arch it, pause.
That's all, folks.
All right. I'm just fucking around. I'm gonna let him describe. I'm gonna let him describe the zesty act. I'm gonna let him describe it. Shout out to SirChai87 with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Sir Chai says Myron is in some kind of bussy quagmire. Hey, yo. Shout out to Sir Chai with the $2 super chat.
Arch it, and then, you know, she behind.
Position, Galinari Pune Printer.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you get on your knees, arch it, pause. Arch it, and then, you know, she behind and she, like a cow. She milking that and she doing her thing.
By far, I'm in a doggy style.
Oh, man. Big pause, but yeah.
Big pause.
Yeah.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Shout out to Jimmy James with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Jimmy James says that's some Adam 22 type shit. Jesus Christ. When you're stepping into the Adam 22, Adam 22, he admitted. It came to the moment where he was just like, you know what? He admitted that he was suspect. Lakers win and Gideon deleted all his videos, all his prank videos. Yeah, I was supposed to react to that. I'm gonna react to that still because I wanted to. Yeah, I have a different spin to that. I'm gonna react to that video. But shout out to Sir Chai with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Yo, where's my normal super chat display? What the hell is going on? Hold up, y'all. I think my OBS is fried. My OBS has been inhaling too much secondhand kush.
Who are you, Snoop Dogg in the green room? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, everything's fucking up out here. All right, let's get it.
It's just one of those things where
That's funny.
I thought it was cool, but it didn't give me like a tsunami alert like the blowjob did. So yeah, it was on the same level.
What if you could combine the two? That probably would be something special.
I don't think it could reach whatever woman experience. I'm gonna tell you what.
Go for it.
All the times I've orgasmed, I could always walk after.
I'm talking about
Women
like
sometimes
paralyzed.
cannot walk. Going to the washroom. I need to go to the washroom.
Now, milking by itself in the position that he suggested that he was in, the position is a little sus, but it's like you're doing a sex act with a woman. Milking itself is she's just stroking your peen. This is sexually explicit, y'all. She's just treating you like a cow. The other shit, the butt work, that's when it becomes prostate milking. I have no idea what's going on back there. Pause. But that's where the line gets fuzzy. It's like, what is she doing back there? What is being milked? Like, I don't know. So that's where the line is. So when people call that into question and be like, yo, you're kind of doing some suspect acts, it's like he was uncomfortable even telling the story. And he said if any of his friends seen him doing that, he's killing them type shit. He was making a joke nonetheless. But still, he understood that it was kind of suspect, but it's not gay. It's not full on gay. No, I don't know about that. To me, it's kind of zesty. I wouldn't partake in that. That's zesty to me. Everybody has their own lines, but that's zesty to me.
And needs to drip out. Oh my God! And then she has to take the wall. Whether it's that or getting fingered or whatever, a woman that gets an orgasm that can't walk after. I could always walk. I could just come and just run a marathon. I'm good.
Blown away.
Yo, I'm telling you, everybody, hold up, y'all. Y'all have to understand this. Everybody has their own line. There's men out here talking about eat a booty gang and they're getting their ass eaten and all this zesty. Well, to me, that's some zesty shit, getting their ass eaten. It's not full on zest as in like it's a sex act with a man. But it is suspect. It's like, what the hell is going on? Why what's with all this butt play? Why are all these men campaigning to do shit with their butt and say, hey, they're not gay? It's like, it's a bit weird. That's all I'm saying. It's a bit weird. When folks get up on the mic and they want to act like the arbiter of truth when it comes to something like masculinity, a man's role in a relationship, what men need to do to reach the peak masculinity, whatever the type of bullshit they're doing. It's like when you have things like this and these type of acts that you campaign for, it's a bit weird.
Women, when they come,
I'm so jealous.
When I come, I feel like I can run a marathon. But my body my mind doesn't want to do it. But my body can do it, right?
Yes, tell 'em.
But a woman, when they orgasm,
some of them,
and it's like they're at the end. They're at the end of the marathon.
Man,
they're like crossing the line and falling down. That's what it is. Yeah. So by that definition, just seeing that, I can just say that women's orgasm are more powerful. It costs more, like you said.
Yeah.
It costs more to achieve.
Balance.
But when you pay that money and you get there, whoo.
Yeah, I mean, one girl had to shut down for an hour and a half.
Yeah, and
her shit was so intense, and it was like, how about this? This is one thing I know women can do that men can't do. Mm-hmm. Women can come continuously.
Yep.
Yes, but then so can some men.
After 2 times,
there's like a school of
you're getting harder.
Yo, these niggas sat up at the same time, yo.
Yep.
But then so can some men.
After 2 times,
there's like a school of.
You're getting powder.
You guys do that on purpose?
What?
You guys both went like this.
Well, I mean, you just said something I ain't never heard of. Okay. So you don't have to draw numbers. I've never heard of dudes who could come nonstop.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Once again, this is some Myron shit. How would you know? This is weird. You never seen dudes able to come. Like, what? Why would you ever be privy to such information?
You guys both went like this.
Well, I mean, you just said something I ain't never heard of. Okay. So you don't have to draw numbers. I've never heard of dudes who could come nonstop.
There's multi-orgasmic.
Okay, he said he never heard of, but still, nonetheless.
Men who can disconnect ejaculation from orgasm.
Can I ask you, how many times have you made a man multi-orgasm?
Oh, I've never. Not
hey,
like.
Man, this is one of those like Loch Ness Monster type myths.
Yeah.
I need to see it to believe it.
Well, I've never been with somebody who's trained themselves in that way either. I don't think it's a journey that I can go on for you. Yeah. I think you got to go on this for yourself. Mm-hmm. There's a school of thought out there that if a woman can't orgasm, it's because she's not relaxed enough, which puts the burden of responsibility, the blame on her for why she can't achieve pleasure versus I'm just not being stimulated correctly.
Mm. Well,
so it feels like a lot of conversation.
Whose job is it to?
She's fair.
Women's sexuality is based around male ego.
Yes, but who's responsible of your orgasm, of your pleasure?
Women, everyone's definitely responsible for their own. But
and who's responsible? Let's say who's responsible for your partner's pleasure?
I mean, in success and mutuality, I'm responsible for yours. You're responsible for mine. But I have to also be able to teach you. But because a lot of women don't even learn about what works when they learn about sex from the lens of what is best for a man, they don't even necessarily know that.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
I think when it comes to the orgasm thing, men often approach it from the idea of like they want you to come because it makes them feel good to be able to get you to that place rather than just understanding like that even the approach to orgasm doesn't have to be so intense. It should be something that you're thoughtful and interested in, but understanding that it puts a lot of pressure on the other partner. When you're saying, have you come yet? Have you come yet?
Yes.
And it gets them more into their head as a result of the actions that you're taking not to be considerate of that. So I think orgasms are important. I think they're good for sex. I do not think they're necessary. I don't think they're defining for great sex.
Even for men.
I've had amazing sex that had nobody orgasm. And that's okay. And I think if you have that more holistic approach and you're more patient with that, then they're going to be much more relaxed because it's not such a crux of your ego to make them get there.
You're the first man I've ever heard before say that you can enjoy sex without an orgasm. Because I think that school of thought is out there that you don't need an orgasm for to have great sex. But that usually is because a lot of women aren't doing anything that
in history the sex and the point of sex is the orgasm.
Yes.
And that's what people think. That you're having that to have an orgasm. I'm just having sex to have sex.
Hey.
That's really just that. So I agree with what he says when, yeah, you can have sex and not have orgasm, and then it was good.
Can you tell me about a time you've had a great sexual experience that did not end in orgasm? Like, what did you do that made it so great then?
It's just great. All the senses that we were talking about, the smell, the taste, the touch, all of that was there. It was good. And while that was happening, because that's the thing, while people are having sex, they're thinking about the orgasm they're supposed to have or how to reach that. Okay, but they're not even in the present. They're not in the present and in everything that is going on. This is a wonderful thing that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is wonderful. This what?
Yeah.
We're doing it. And all this is going on and is great, and we're in the mood, and yeah, so that can be just great. Just being in the present. Don't even think about the orgasm at the end, but think about all the sensation that's going on right now. Everything that's going on with your body, with her body, how she responds. I think the approach that I have is the same approach when we dance. There's no orgasm at the end of the dance, but everything is nice. How you nail that move, how you guys are in sync, how you move to the beat of the music. In bed, there's no music, but you're going to be your own beat. You know what I mean? You're going to be your own tambourine. How all that is in sync and all that is great and doing and working well together. That's dope. And then after that, if there's an orgasm, great. But all of that shit, you were all in the zone.
All right, so we got Rob B on the line. Hold up, chat. Let me pull Rob B up to the front. You there, Robbie? Did I unmute you? Are you good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad. I didn't see you in the back there. How long were you there? Were you chilling in the back for a while? Pause.
Nah, I was just here, but I know you usually don't see people in the back. That's why I typed something in the chat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what you got on the topic?
What's going on with your men's them? What do you mean you have sex with no orgasm?
Hey, some people in the chat are saying preach is spit, and I'm looking at them and I'm questioning them. I'm like, okay, so we're just like, I didn't even want to comment on this. I wanted to get to the end and then see what the hell what he was gonna wrap up his point with. But it seems like he wrapped up his point there. He seems like he's just like, yeah, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I guess everybody's different. Is it satisfying for you to have sex and then wrap up with no orgasm at the end? Just zipping up your pants, leaving it incomplete? Actually, this is a leading question. I'm gonna ask you again. Is sex okay without the orgasm?
No. What are you doing it for?
Okay, so I think there's a nuanced point in this conversation when people can be like, okay, the sex can be great prior to the orgasm. So you can have an extended period of time prior to the orgasm that it's great, but it's not the actual orgasm. So it's still, man, that's a dumbass point. Obviously, it would be that. Either way, there's no logic to this actually. Chat, why were you saying he was spitting? Chat, y'all need some answers.
I got questions. I need answers. First of all, should you not be achieving multiple orgasms potentially during an interaction? Isn't that what makes the sex enjoyable? Like reaching one, then another, then another, then another. Like, I was confused when he said women reach one and then they're done. Like,
I don't know. Maybe he had an experience with a woman where her orgasm was so epic. She just I don't know, man. I'm rationalizing other folks' words. I don't know.
Like the whole thing is crazy. And then what is it? Abba's the light skinned one, right? The Ethiopian.
Yeah, Ethiopian one. Yeah.
Yeah, why was he adjusting himself while the lady was talking? He kept moving his junk around on his leg and shit. I'm like, are you John right now? Like, what's happening?
I didn't even notice that. I think he was nervous speaking about his stories because he was talking about arching his back, and I don't know if he was trying to make it like jokes. He was trying to insert some jokes in there to make it a little more palatable, I guess, or for him to be comfortable saying it. He looked nervous in the film. He looked like he was uncomfortable speaking about these topics, but he still offered up his insight to the topic. So I don't know.
I think this is lazy men. Like, and no shade, because I find Abba and Preach to be very enjoyable when I watch their content. But keep your bedroom business to yourself if this is what we're talking about. Because that just sounds like, okay, a woman might not orgasm, but as long as I'm having fun, we good. And if a woman is giving you some sex and you not reaching an orgasm as a man.
Hey, Fresh and Fit said female orgasms do not matter. It's not necessary for reproducing, so it doesn't matter. It's not the way of life. That's some Fresh and Fit shit. I'm pretty sure Abba and Preach, they do say that a woman's orgasm is I don't know if they say necessary, but they don't say what Fresh and Fit say. What Fresh and Fit say is crazy. Hold on, let me read this super chat real quick. Shout out to Random University with the $5 super chat. Yep, the drops are frozen.
I'm getting rich.
Random University says sex without the orgasm is like a good movie with a crap ending. It can be great, but if the ending is trash, you feel like you were just robbed of your money. That's facts. That is the best way to put it. Shout out to Random University. That is the way to put it, because if you don't finish, it could be great all the way up to, say if you're interrupted. Something happens in the crib and oh shit, you got to stop now. It could have been great up to that moment, but then you stopped. So I get it, but that should not be optimal. That shouldn't be the suggestion. Oh, we can continuously do this. We could have nights where it's no orgasms, no finish, but it was still great. Like, I don't know. We might. Well, I'm struggling out this bitch.
That's because it's some bullshit. That's why you trying to make this shit. No. Oh, throw the tomatoes at you.
Jeez.
It's a shitty take. It's a shitty take. Like, I'm sorry. Men that I know, or, the male friends and everything that tell me their stories, like, it doesn't really take that much to make them orgasm. So if it doesn't take a lot to make them orgasm, and a woman's not orgasming out at all, and nobody's orgasming, y'all are not compatible. Like, you want to know why a lot of women can't orgasm, in my opinion?
What's your opinion?
Because they're having sex with people they're not compatible with.
There's that. Do you think it's because they're having too much sex where they're not connecting with one individual, so the intimacy is not really getting intimate? It's baseline. They're not touching and feeling the things properly because they're too much sex partners, because that could be something as well.
I mean, I think that does have a point to it, but I'm always just confused, because if you're not a person that has orgasms, why are you having so many partners? Like,
that's true.
How you enjoying it? Like, I don't know. Doesn't it take some type of orgasm to get some type of moisture? So we sitting on dry, like a turkey sandwich with no mayo, and then
shit. I definitely think there's a compatibility aspect to it, a sexual compatibility aspect if they're not orgasming. And it comes down to intention as well, because when folks chalk it up to is like, they look at stats, they're like, 80% of women aren't orgasming anyway, so it doesn't matter if you don't get yours. And it's like, whoa, that's cope. That's a dusty rationalization. It's like, get the job done. It's like, I don't preach shit like that, but some people can't quite figure it out. Shout out to Random University with the $2 super chat. Random University says, keep making bad movies, eventually you'll be fired. That is facts.
But that's the funny thing with a lot of women too, which is why I get annoyed with some of these stories that I hear from women, because they'll be like, "Oh no, I faked it. Why did you fake what? What did you fake?"
Faking orgasms is sexual sabotage. Faking reactions to anything in the sex is sexual sabotage. You're leading folks astray. So if a woman is faking a reaction, a man's gonna continue doing what he thinks is working. And if she's faking orgasms to his bullshit ass dusty strokes, it's like, what are you going to do about that? You're sabotaging the sex and the compatibility moving forward. So I think what that Shan Booty girl was saying, I think what she was saying was kind of accurate. It is on both parties to kind of work with each other to gauge some sort of compatibility with the sex and the expectations. There has to be expectations there. Some women have they have expectations of multiple orgasms, multiple rounds. So other women do not have that sexual appetite where it's like one orgasm is doing exactly what Preach described. They're rolling over on the bed, they're squirting it up, and they're falling asleep. It's like certain women, some women are different. So Robbie's looking at me crazy thinking all girls can just orgasm 4 times. And I'm like, hey, Robbie, not everybody has the same. Not everybody's built that
I'm
way.
looking at you crazy because if a woman is doing it, she's not squirting up nothing. If like it's hard for her to catch one, you know she's not.
Oh,
there is no wet
spot. If it's hard for her to catch one, then I don't know about that. But I'm just saying.
There's no wet spot.
I'm just saying some women could have an extended orgasm where that orgasm's going on for a period of time where it's like, okay, you're still actually doing this, and then it leads to like a squirting type of situation, and then they're done. It's like the pussy taps out, it can't handle the peeing anymore. We're getting really sexually explicit out there right now. Shout out to Rob B with the $3 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
The big O matters.
It matters. Then you know, these conversations are like kind of rough to have and a little uncomfortable, but I think a lot of people need to have it because honestly, when we look at the manosphere and the women's sphere and all of these spaces, I think that's the underlying issue. People don't have healthy sexual lives and they're not having healthy conversations about like what goes into it. Because this conversation is dysfunction. It is dysfunction in real time. And if this is how a lot of men are thinking, I can see why women are fighting a downhill battle.
Yep. I think it's important to be on the opposite spectrum of the argument, reasserting the desire or the need, the necessity for an orgasm in it's not even just a orgasm, sometimes multiple, but orgasms have the big O matters, as you said. Like we cannot erase them and we can't campaign for men just suggesting that it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, in 2023, sex has become an equal value exchange where it's like, okay, it's not enough for a woman to just send on the cheeks. Like there's a burden of performance on the man. That's why I look at dudes that are so thirsty to pretty much like fuck anything. And it's like, well, you guys are just those type of dudes that think, okay, you're going to fuck her once. You're going to get the pussy once. You're going to give her a trash-ass performance. You're not going to be able to go again because she's going to move on. You're going to be like that passport bro Floyd crying on your stream that she doesn't want to see you again. So it's like a lot of these guys don't value performance. They're like, oh, I still hit, I still smash. And it's like, you got to get something done for these women if you want to be a recurring sex partner. Oh, shit, did we get a super chat from Brother Jumbie? This is going to be foul, ain't it? Brother Jumbie, shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $10 super chat. Hold on. Let's see this. Brother Jumbie says, I clapped cheeks through a drive-by shooting with no brakes. Wait, what? I don't stop till the room smells like cocoa butter and 90s R&B. I had niggas aunties bumping the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack in 09. Yo, Brother Jumbie, what the fuck? Yo. Brother Jumbie with the loaded super chat. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $10 super chat. Everybody spam the W's in the chat for Brother Jumbie. It's hard to even get through a super chat of Brother Jumbie's without laughing. This shit is hilarious. Goddamn. All right, Robbie. I actually needed this conversation, this sexually suggestive conversation, to go on a lot longer because I've been covering a bunch of zesty shit. And this is the overcorrection. So a lot of people will be like, oh, this is very sexually explicit conversations. And it's like, this is needed at this point. This is needed. This is absolutely needed.
Exactly. And I mean, there's another zesty situation that popped off. I'll send it to you. But yeah, like let everybody that wants to, live an alternative lifestyle, let them be great. But if we're talking about healthy, sustainable relationships to build families, like, heteronormative relationships, there's nothing wrong with the LGBTQIA community and the families that they built. But if we're talking about heteronormative relationships, the fact that all this zesty stuff comes into it and people want people to put fingers in the butt and all of this, listen, keep your bedroom business to yourself. Because once you start telling people the things that you're into, then there's going to be conversation. Yep. Now, Abba and Preach a lot of people are going to have conversations about that because now other questions come into play. Are you laying up with your wife and your wife's not getting orgasms and y'all not getting orgasms? Like, wait.
It's true.
How does that?
Because Abba is single right now, so people are going to start questioning certain things with his description of his sexual activity. Preach is married, and he's talking about orgasms aren't that important. So there definitely going to be those questions. And this is the problem that I have with the media, because you have people like Trick, you have a bunch of folks talking about Eat the Booty Gang, talking about campaigning for it to be straight and whatever, for all this butt play. But then they're devaluing the women's orgasm. It's just very weird nowadays in media as a black man fighting against all the dusty ass messages that other niggas be talking about. It's just depressing sometimes. I look across the room and I'm just like, why are y'all on this? Like, y'all are making my job more difficult correcting all the shit that y'all are purporting. But
this is the thing. A lot of people got kinky, freaky shit with them. And when we sit back and we start looking back at like Gabrielle Union putting Dwayne Wade, whatever, his business in the street, that she was eating his booty, and Sukihana and like all these rappers telling the business of what they're doing, they too should be quiet, because now everybody's looking at you like you the poopy mouth. Like,
you know which rappers did that to themselves? And R&B singers, Amara La Negra did that to herself. Suki did that to herself a lot. They do it for exposure. They do it for clout. They do it for attention. And then they have a bunch of other folks, their fans in their fan base, parroting those same talking points and assimilating those lifestyles. So they're leading folks astray. And they're doing it for attention, but folks are following up thinking it's cool.
Right. And I mean, I don't know, like, I've never caught the allure. Like, people do number 2. So, like, that's, you go, if you eat E. coli on a piece of meat, you go into the hospital. They pumping your stomach. So you going directly to the E. coli fat.
Going directly for Jeez. Shout out to Win Lose or Rug with the $5 super chat. Win Loser Rug says,
I'm getting rich.
Hey, where'd the super chat go? Okay, he says Whispers reckless as fuck. What did Whisper say? Oh, he says ain't nothing wrong with eating her booty. Okay.
Yeah, it is though. Don't do that to every woman.
That Eat the Booty Gang shit is filthy. I'm not campaigning for that. If y'all want to do that, it is what it is. But yeah,
you just can't do that to everybody. Like, everything is not for everybody. And you know, y'all nasty. But I gotta go to class. I just wanted to pop up and show you some love. So, and enjoy the rest of your show. Be good.
Okay. Are you streaming tonight?
Yes, we have that strongly agree to disagree. It's a long ass channel name, but we have that. I'll drop it in the Discord so you guys could come through.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling in, Robbie. Shout out to Robbie for calling in.
Bye, y'all.
Shout out to Brother Jumpy with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting
Brother Jumpy says, these niggas listen to Pretty Ricky growing up. That's why they like boys. I had single moms in the baby oiled full Nelson bumping Jodeci like Melvin from Baby Boy. Yo, Brother Jumpy stays cooking. Shout out to Brother Jumpy with the $10.
I'm getting
I ain't gonna lie. Some of Pretty Ricky's songs were they actually slap. I'm not gonna lie.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
I would say.
I want to give you an affirmative touch right now. Do you mind?
What's that? What was an affirmative touch?
It's a dap.
Oh, that's what it is. A dap. You could have said that. I wouldn't give you an affirmative.
Hey,
I don't know.
Wait, y'all are not acting like every girl of that era listened to Pretty Ricky. All the women like Pretty Ricky in that era. Shout out to Brother Jumpy, but yo, some of them songs were kind of catchy, and all the women liked it, and you had to know the right tunes and the right playlist sometimes. So it is what it is.
Know that language.
When you get a degree in sexology, all of a sudden you don't say that. Like, We're gonna consensually fist bump.
Girl, I'm from the East Coast and Montreal. I don't do this LA, California shit. I'm gonna feel you affirm. Let's just you prove.
Just right. Let me show you something.
Show me some knuckles. Yeah, confirm like. Hey, I talk about boom.
Chad, are we scaring the hoes? Oh, look, mine, your favorite, a pack. A what? A pack of 5. A what? Look at this pack right here.
Oh, man.
That's your favorite. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right, bring him over.
Yeah. Excuse me, how you ladies doing? You guys look great tonight. Do you think you could be in my video while you guys are all dressed up looking good?
No, it'll be hilarious.
I'm not a YouTuber, but I'm on Rumble. Come over here, 1 minute. We're gonna stand over here. Where you guys going, to Moxie's? Oh, come over here. What are you celebrating? Your birthday. How old are you? Happy birthday.
All right, so what we're witnessing here is Sneeko soliciting the attention of a group of women. I don't know if I'm blocking the way. A group of black women for Myron to sit at his table with the "Women Deserve Less" sign in front of the table, and he is bringing the red pill talking points to the streets. So he's here to debate women in the streets before they go to their event and hit them with some red pill bullshit. Let's get it, chat.
All right.
All right. Hi, how are you ladies doing?
This is my friend Myron. He wrote the sign over here.
Yeah.
You disagree?
You disagree?
The first thing they said when they seen Myron.
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
My bad, we had a delay there. But yeah, they weren't having it. They seen him, they instantly knew who he was. They're like, oh my God, ew.
This is my friend Myron. He wrote the sign over here.
Yeah.
You disagree?
You disagree?
So do you?
I do disagree.
Okay.
You think women deserve
Why do you
more?
disagree?
I feel like women deserve more.
Okay.
And men deserve less.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Us, y'all wouldn't be here. We're the nurturer, we're the providers, we're the caretakers.
Well, provider is debatable, but
How so?
because men typically provide.
Why do you think? Are you sure?
And then another thing too, it takes two to have sex, so you need a man and a woman. But you still.
Now, and at this point, Myron, he successfully winning the argument. It takes two to procreate. Women carry it, as she said, but it takes two to procreate.
You don't need a man to impregnate you.
Who pushes them out? You men are not capable to bear children.
Yeah, but you need a man to have children.
But you're still not capable to bear the child.
But you still need a man to get pregnant in the first place.
The child cannot.
Yeah.
They can't.
Now they are arguing two separate points. You do need they need a man and a woman to procreate. Everybody knows this, but the woman has to bear the child and hold the child for 9 months. So it's like y'all are arguing two different things. This is a real dumbass argument.
I'm sorry?
Why do you think?
Why do I think women deserve less? Well, there's a multitude of reasons, but if I'm going to summarize it, women want a traditional man without being a traditional woman in return.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Here we go with the red pill talking points introduced. This is why women deserve less, because women want traditional men and they don't want to be traditional in return. How much times does he start his goddamn show with this talking point?
Why do you think every woman wants to have
A traditional woman, not promiscuous, dresses modestly, is submissive, dutiful, follows her man, is obedient. These are traits that are gone in modern day women. Versus men are still supposed to be traditional men, be leaders, providers, protectors. So we have to do what we got to do, but women don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
And that's a flawed argument, because he said men are supposed to. They are supposed to be traditional and adhere to traditional values, but are they? So you're saying women aren't, but men are supposed to, but are they? So that's you're building an argument off a fallacy. Nonetheless, Myron's the type of guy that will bypass all the nice girls, all the traditional women, all the women that are conservative with their values, that are dressed conservative, and then go to the hoes and try to make the hoes that. It's like, bro, what are we doing out here? You live in the free world, you live in America. Folks have their choice. You're just choosing the hoes to try to hold them. It makes no goddamn sense. He's always trying to wife a hoe, turn a hoe into a housewife, and complain that the hoe is not turning into a housewife instead of just getting the housewife. And then he's purporting this message as if the majority of women reflect the hoes he's trying to cuff, the same OnlyFans women that he's trying to talk out of OnlyFans. Oh, you should just quit anyway. The man is high value and all this bullshit. It's like, my nigga.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
What's the woman like though?
I'm sorry?
What's the woman like?
The things I mentioned before. Women are no longer submissive. They're very promiscuous.
Ethnicity.
My ethnicity?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. What's your religion?
What?
What does that mean? That don't mean anything. What's your ethnicity? Are you somebody?
I don't.
Jesus Christ.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
What's your religion?
What? Very promiscuous. My ethnicity?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. What's your religion?
What?
Myron turned into fresh within a couple of seconds after being asked, "What is your ethnicity, and what is your religion?" He was like, wait.
I've seen him do it.
My bad, chat. We are having some delays. Let me close down the call-in system real quick because we are having delays on the Dropbox, and it is killing all my jokes. Shout out to Mo Deep with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Mo Deep says wrong. Myron is the type of guy to avoid. Hold on, shit. Goddamn super chat scrolling up. To avoid both types of women and tries to bang white dudes. Need references, please refer to his college pics. That's facts. That is facts. They act like they're trying to do that, but really and truly, it's some zesty shit going on here. Some zesty shit going on over there.
Wallahi al-Azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
Shout out to Francois with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Francois says Myron getting violated. Myron, it's facts.
What does that mean? What's your ethnicity? Are you somebody?
I don't think that doesn't have to do with why women deserve less.
It does. It does. Your religion, your ethnicity, your culture, it has everything to do with it because you want to make the argument that all women or a majority of women fit under the wing of the description that you like to purport. So that's why they're asking you, what ethnicity are you? Like, what religion are you under? Like, what group do you belong to socially? Because your line of it's bullshit, man.
My upbringing.
I personally, I think he hates black women.
This guy.
It's giving racism.
I have a question. So when you say women deserve less, are you talking about black women or are you talking about white women?
All
women. Okay, well, what's your ethnicity? Because it plays a role in how you view a traditional woman. In your culture, a traditional woman can look a certain type of way, but in other cultures, a traditional woman
not necessarily. I mean,
nope. She's spitting. She's spitting. Certain cultures, traditional women, you have to cover absolutely everything. You can't show a lick of skin. That's their tradition. It's certain. It's strict. There's levels to this shit. It's not copy and paste for all. She's spitting.
Because it plays a role in how you view a traditional woman. In your culture, a traditional woman can look a certain type of way, but in other cultures, a traditional woman
not necessarily. I mean, regardless of. Well, here's the thing. Regardless of background, if you want to look at. Yes, I can. If you, yeah. Well, the point I'm trying to make is this: regardless of ethnicity or where you're from or whatever.
Now he said. She asked him, can you say the N-word or not, to basically ask and understand if he's black or not. He said, yes, he can. But this is the problem. He is one half of Fresh and Fit. There's white folks that call in and say, Fresh, you're that nigga. And they laugh at Fresh. And then Fresh is like, you white? And he's like, yeah. And Fresh like, all right, continue on. So you're not the judge of that.
Men and women have traditional values that they're supposed to follow.
That's giving what? No shade, no tea. It's giving you deserve to be with a man.
Because that doesn't have to do with the topic at hand.
You hear that? She said you deserve to be with a man. Oh, turning heads out here too.
Have traditional values that they're supposed to follow.
That's giving what? No shade, no tea. It's giving you deserve to be with a man.
Because that doesn't have to do with the topic at hand.
Yo, she says it's giving you deserve to be with a man.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
My background has nothing to do with that.
It does. It does. It has a lot. You said it has to do with a traditional woman, and a traditional woman has a lot to look like what her.
But hold on. A traditional woman transcends religion and ethnicity. Whether you look at someone that's Christian or Muslim, women are supposed to do the same thing, regardless of religion.
What's your religion? Because that would play a major role.
Okay, he'll tell you right after this question. How much should your man make a year?
Honestly, I don't know. It don't really matter to me as long as you're able to provide for me.
Give me a ballpark, just a number. The minimum amount your man should make a year.
Figures.
6 figures? Six figures, that's a big range.
Like 600,000.
600,000 a year?
Yeah.
How much should your man make a year?
$600,000 a year. Okay, we don't know who her man is though. So, hey, I don't know what circle she's in. She's in Miami. I don't know who her man is. I don't know what type of NBA player she's dating, but
damn, son, where'd you find this?
To live comfortably wherever we live at, I would feel like 200, 300,000. 200, 300,000.
Okay, 300,000. So half.
All right. All right, ma'am.
What about you, ladies? How much you got to make a minimum for you?
The minimum amount that your man should make a year.
For however much his, like, whatever his level of, I guess, going into his field is. 6 figures when we get to that age, but
Minimum amount for you to even accept a guy as your man.
I'm young, so honestly, I'm not expecting you to walk into my life with 6 figures, but as we progress and get older, that should be the minimum. Because I know what
minimum?
6 figures.
Which one?
So they all want
900.
6 figures.
Say it one more time.
Y'all have to understand that certain cities require this amount of money.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
If you want to live comfortably in Toronto, if you want to live comfortably and well in Toronto, you have to be earning 6 figures. That's where life is reaching right now. Inflation is a motherfucker. They live in Miami. Location matters. When they're talking about 600,000, 200,000, I'm like, okay, that's a little wild. I don't know who you're dating. But 6 figures is apropos for a city like Miami, with a large city. If you're trying to live well and build a family, you might have to make that. Some folks are looking at that like that's insane, but location matters.
She said 600,000.
She's 600,000, 200, 2 or 300,000, and then 100,000.
Big range.
I'm educated. Yeah. I'm gonna be making more than that. I'm gonna be making triple that. Not saying that I don't want a man that's making more than me, but I will.
Do you think a man cares about your education?
Yes. My man, he does. I don't know about you, but my man does.
Do you think a man that makes $600,000 a year cares about?
William Smith says, who the fuck would want to live in Toronto? Listen, niggas in Toronto don't want to live in Toronto. I'm just speaking from my experience because I'm in Toronto. So I'm talking about Toronto's a very expensive city for a lot of folks, and a lot of folks can't hang because they need 6 figures to live. It's a very expensive city. Mo Deeb says that's why you don't live in Toronto and move to Scarborough. Mo Deeb. Now, let me tell you, Mo Deeb, I'm very disappointed. Scarborough is a part of Toronto. It's been amalgamated in 1997. Toronto, North York, Etobicoke, Scarborough, York, created Toronto, amalgamated. So Scarborough is a borough in Toronto. You're not escaping those rent prices in Scarborough either. So, yikes.
A woman's education.
Yours, mine. Yeah.
I'm asking you.
A lot. What are you working to the table? Yeah, listen, I'm gonna take care of you. I'll pay for all your bills. All your you'll pay for his bills. No, I have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still with the man?
No, I'm not. Because of that. But what I'm saying is because I don't deserve to be like that. You want. What you want? Yeah.
Haters gonna hate, man.
Haters are going to hate. These women were walking down the street trying to get to their event. You called them over. You had a little argument back and forth. Your beliefs versus her beliefs. She said, you know what? This is a circular conversation. We're not getting anywhere. Let me go to my event. And now you're saying haters are going to hate? This is some filthy work.
I've seen him do it.
She's like, you won. Bye. We don't care.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate, man.
Those women are doing their thing. They're like, you won. We don't care. They're standing over there like,
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
these niggas have the need to be right, and they always want to project that on every single woman. They're not in the studio with you. They're not arguing, trying to finish the episode to get their OnlyFans promoted. These are random girls that are trying to get to their event. They're not hating on nothing. You have a sign that says women deserve less. They're looking at you and saying you probably deserve a man then if you say women deserve less. And Myron's sitting there right now just like...
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah, ad hominems. You know how it goes.
Now he's crying about ad hominems.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Can you fix this? Fresh.
Okay, so Paulina, where are you from?
From Miami. From here.
Are you Colombian, Cuban?
Cuban.
Dale, okay, so this is my friend
Well,
Ryan.
they're not
over
gonna
here.
sit at the table? Then if they're not gonna sit at the table, then fuck it.
Yeah, but Paulina, why don't you have a seat?
Yeah, I
He's feeling very lonely.
Yeah, she can stand. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
But
So this sign over here says women deserve less. Changed my mind. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't really know what is that, like, the context behind it. I don't get it. Less than what?
Overall, women, they get too much from the average guy. They
So like with men.
Yeah. Do you agree or disagree?
I don't really understand.
Shout out to Xceterin with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
Xceterin says they talking 6 figures, but they dress like prostitutes from the 80s. Jesus Christ. I kind of dispute that, actually. Shout out to Xceterin with the $5 super chat, though.
I'm getting
All right, let me timestamp this. I've seen there's one woman that kind of shouldn't have been dressing for her. Her dress wasn't it. There was one that I could point to. The other ones, I'm pretty sure they were wearing long dresses. They're going out to a nightclub or some sort of party, so they're dressed for a party. They seem like they were dressed appropriately for a party. Miami party is hot as fuck in Miami. Hold on, this girl right here in the orange. This is a full long dress, some heels. Ain't nothing wrong with her attire. I don't think she's dressed like a thought. She's in a dress. Look at the. Hold up. Okay, that's the girls around them. This woman, she's the one that I look at and I'm like, all right, you need to get back in the closet and grab something else. All the rest of them, this is very modestly dressed for a party. I don't know. Shout out to Xceterin with the $5 super chat, but I kind of disagree. I don't think that there's anything really wrong with this.
I don't really understand the question. Women deserve less,
Why
like
don't you
in a
explain?
relationship, like in what?
This is the expert over.
Yeah, as you see them walking as a group. Oh shit.
Do you agree or disagree?
I don't really understand the question. Women deserve less,
Why
like
don't you
in a
explain?
relationship, like in what?
This is the expert.
Yeah, it's just this one in the furthest to the left, the one in the yellow. Let me move the chat real quick. That one, you could kind of say it fits the description of that super chat. Shout out to you for that super chat once again. But everyone else, I think they're dressed modestly. I think there's nothing wrong with it, the way they're dressing. Well, let's get back into it.
What I'm saying is that in 2023 we pedestalize women, and I think we shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Like putting them on a pedestal?
Yes. Because when you pedestalize women, they tend to think that they're better than you. When women think they're better than you, then typically bad things happen in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
This is the thing. If anybody's in a relationship where one party feels like they're better than the other, that's where they're going to be mistreated. They're doing it from the victim side of the men that are the weak people in the relationship getting mistreated.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
We see this time and time from the red pill space or anybody that affiliates with it. Like King Rich's dumbass, didn't he had no self-awareness. He's talking about, what am I red pill? Da, 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 da. King Rich's was just like,
I'm not in my bedroom. You are, and no one can hear you.
and it's like, your content is all victimhood. It's all the men being the victims. Oh, modern woman does this to a man and some guys in shambles. It's like, bro, we don't care. That's all the content. So he describes it as, oh, when a woman has power, she's going to anybody that thinks they're better than somebody in a relationship and will start mistreating the other person. Man, woman, dog, it don't goddamn matter.
I disagree with. I just feel like nowadays women, they want to be in control of everything, and they don't want to give men like their role. Like I believe in traditional roles. Like
Okay, so you believe that the
feminine.
man's got to be in control?
I do.
Not the woman.
I do.
There you go.
I think that a lot of relationships fail because the women they take control.
You see how they set this up? Random group of black women pushing against the argument. Then this chick comes in and she's saying everything he wants to hear like she's not a plant. So, bro, what are we doing out here?
I've seen him do it.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the problem is that women aren't built to lead, you know, and I think the reason why women deserve less is because the man needs to be in an authority role, not necessarily the woman. But we sit here and we pedestal.
You idiot. You goddamn idiot. You killed all arguments for women to submit to men. You idiot. Men have... Listen to what he says and listen to the words carefully right here.
Well, yeah, that's the problem is that women aren't built to lead, you know, and I think the reason why women deserve less is because the man needs to be in an authority role, not...
He said the reason why women deserve less is because the man needs to be in the authority role. Now, convince a woman that is the rightful place in a relationship for a man to be in the authority role, leading the relationship, when you're saying as he is leading, the woman deserves less, so she's getting less. So you're basically pushing her down. Instead of allowing her to submit, you're putting her in a rear naked and being like, submit, bitch. Like, you're not actually, like... This is ridiculous. You wonder why you have the results that you have.
Necessarily the woman, but we sit here and we pedestalize females.
Bad because it's like they deserve less. I think that
They deserve less power.
If you are saying in a relationship that it is equal and everything is fair, it is fair in a relationship, but a man needs to be a man, be able to be assertive, be able to be the head of the household and lead the household as he's protecting and providing as he serves his woman. So he needs to be able to lead because that's the place in the household for to have a healthy relationship dynamic. You saying that's his end and then you describing a woman's end and what she needs to do to make it a healthy relationship would be completely different than you basically cutting your argument off at the legs by saying that a woman is automatically inferior and she's being treated less when a man is the leader in the relationship. So what are you going to do? You're going to have women fighting against that point constantly, saying you don't need to be a leader, you're not leading X, Y, and Z, and then you're going to have men being emasculated by, like, it's just a stupid argument. It's a very dumb argument.
less power. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Why I was like, what is this? What do you mean less?
I mean, it's a general. There's a bunch of things that they deserve less of, and we could go into that. But
I think that like women, we're good at, we're built to do
W
certain
fresh.
things, you know, and like we should do those things.
Arguably so, women suck at most things, if I'm going to be honest. If you compare men to women, like women suck at most things.
This guy thinks women suck at everything to the point where he thinks men suck peen better than women. Pause. He said it, not me. His words, we reacted to it earlier if y'all are late. He said it and he said, well, I'm just guessing. It must be that way. I don't know my personal experience. And we're just looking at him like, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
Sports, physical accolades, creating the world. Huh?
Would be
But
like
that's what
30
builds
minutes.
society.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want
Like
you
30
to
more
raise
minutes is fine.
a kid by yourself.
That's one thing that women are better at. But well, in the child rearing years, there's actually data that shows that single fathers do better than single mothers long term with children.
I know. I don't know about that. I can't speak on that, but I don't know. I think that like when you see a kid that grows up with a strong man and a feminine mom, they grow up great.
Yeah, they're better together. But what I am saying is though is that typically men are better at most things than women. Even like if you look at the top chefs, they're all men. They're not even women. The woman of the year was a dude.
Is that true?
Yeah, Kylie Jenner. Yeah, sorry. Dylan Mulvaney, and then the.
No,
This nigga gay as hell.
Then who's the other person?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's
So-
really famous.
Yeah. So we're even being women at being women. So it's like, what's going on now?
The rule, we live in a world where there's no lines, so everything crosses and,
Yeah.
and nothing makes sense. So
All right, fair enough. Well, it seems like we agree on most things. You might not like the way I phrased it, but you agree that men need to be in leadership roles and women follow.
I mean, women are important. Men can't survive without women.
I think we could survive without women.
We complement each other.
No. We could definitely survive without women. With all due respect.
You think so?
Wallahi al-Azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. But surviving and propagating another society is a different.
But what
thing.
is life without women?
Hell no. This is the problem, man. If women ceased to exist and it was a planet full of men, do you know what I'm doing the very second this happens?
I'm about to edit her out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah. You're done. You're done.
Line it up.
It's that fast. The second women cease to exist and it's just these dusty ass motherfucking men on the planet alone, nah, man. We going all out, man. We going all out. We conquering territories. We man, fuck all that, man.
But you can survive without them. I'm
Would you
being
want
very
to?
specific.
Bro, I feel like all guys
But
would
you
end
can
up
survive.
killing each other or killing
But
themselves
the point
without
is
women.
you can survive.
Yep.
That I'm saying this.
Sneeko is spitting right now. There's facts. Men will either kill themselves or kill other men until they all die. We're not living to the end of our lifespan without women. Who are you fooling? Oh, maybe Myron, because you know how Myron does. Myron plays for the other team.
No,
This nigga gay as hell.
Survive, yes, but women cannot survive without men. That's the difference.
But my point is that we complement each other. I need Paulina just as much as Paulina needs me.
Yeah, faggot. But yeah, when it comes to
Where you
survival, no, but yeah.
You going home? What's your number before you go?
This nigga. Now y'all see why he had to sit. Okay.
Yeah? What have you seen?
I don't know. I feel like
And I don't know if you guys peeped it, but those girls.
I'm Sneeko.
Hey, Jordan, come here. What?
Nice to meet
I don't know if y'all.
Q Reezy says, have you seen Prison, sir? All right, so Prison, you are locked in a box. You are locked in your cell with a bunch of other men, but there's still the outside world that exists. There's still something called conjugal visits where you can see your wife if you are married. There's still the possibility, the hope that you could hang on to. If you're not serving life, there's still hope. It is not the same.
Why are you going home so early?
Those girls were super
Yeah, it is
pissed
Monday.
off. 'Cause what did you say? You said, like, what do you bring to the table for that money, right? She wants $600K a year.
She wants $600,000 a year, and then she's like, my education, like, I'm nice.
Yeah,
I'm like,
live,
okay, what else
right
can
around
you
here.
fucking bring besides that?
And not only that, men don't give a shit about none of that
No,
stuff.
they don't. Education at the end of the day, if you're making $600,000 a year, they don't give a fuck. They care about how you look and how you treat them.
See,
Yeah, probably.
someone's
It's the first time
looking
doing
at
it
me
outside.
No, because like those women live.
You guys always do it on the weekend?
Depends. We've never really done it outside before.
What do you mean outside? Oh, you're hot.
Yeah.
And they called me a man and walked away.
Yeah, they're that's
But yeah, I would like to.
that's
Off camera, I'd like to maybe like to
typically,
hang out and I could take you out this week.
the jealousy.
You
Black
free
girls be
tomorrow?
hating, man. They be hating on white girls all the
No,
time.
it's just because they don't have the work ethic and they want to sit on their fucking ass and do
Okay.
nothing with their fucking
Oh,
life.
shit.
And
We'll see.
literally get paid
I just called you.
to fucking
Now that is a good point, Modib. Actually, when you say it is kind of the same, and there's dudes trying to take other dudes' ass because they, hey, you know, there's also that. Jesus Christ.
do that. Buying a
Nice to meet you.
motherfucking man.
600K is crazy though.
Exactly, to do nothing.
She's
What
not
are
even
you gonna do?
attractive. She got a fake hair.
Fake everything.
And want $600K a year.
Full face
But
makeup,
delusional.
Fake hair, fake ass, fake body.
Wait, hold up. So Myron said the woman in the orange wasn't attractive. saying fake hair, X, Y, and Z. Now you got this woman running her mouth talking shit about that woman. She was a random woman on the street that you guys wanted to interview randomly. She was minding her business, going from place to place, and then you solicited her attention to talk to her. You didn't like the results, and she went her way. Now y'all are disparaging her character and her looks. Oh, she has fake looks, fake body. I did not see a fake body there. She's talking about fake hair. He's just making that assumption because she's a black woman, but you have fake hair. We've seen the surgery.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
So who are you talking about fake hair? You had surgery to replace that hair, and then Fresh is calling you out saying you're not a nigga. Like, what are we talking about?
I've seen him do it.
And it's like, I know this woman is not talking about the other woman that's not attractive. What are we doing out here?
Delusional, man.
Let's find more. Okay. Wait, how about, what's her name before you guys go? Yo, look at Fresh, like, not even doing content, just fucking recording for Instagram Live. He's just like, hey, guys, we're vlogging, and that doesn't help. Huh? I know that. Me and Paulina are going. Yeah, don't worry. We're good. We don't need you.
Oh, wow.
We're good. We're good, Fresh. Go walk your dog, man.
As expected.
Go walk that little bum dog. I'm actually going to be in New York later this week, too. Yeah, maybe I'll see.
Yo, how is Sneeko cooking them the entire stream? What the hell is going on?
Low IQ. I think I'm going on Wednesday. Yeah. I'll see you soon. Nice to meet you. Okay, we gotta find more.
Yeah.
We're cooking. You want these old ladies right here?
Yo, see, that's rich, bro.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I got it too.
Bro, we're here to make content, man.
Excuse me, ladies, how are you? Do you mind, can I ask you a question for my video? You're in a rush? Oh, only Espanol? Okay, gracias.
Now, Sneeko has way more confidence in approaching women. He has way more, what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, yo, I'm just drawing blanks out here. What the fuck? What the hell happened to my vocabulary?
Bro, Fresh is just hurting the quality of the podcast, man. Shoot, bro. Go walk your dog. Go shoot. Bro, he's not doing anything. He's just like...
Yeah, that's what it is. He has more charisma. That was the word I was looking for. I don't know why I drew a blank. He has more charisma than him. He has way more confidence, way more charisma. He's way more of a natural social person. He's not one of the, he doesn't seem like he's one of those stays in your house ass motherfuckers that don't know how to communicate with people in person, hiding behind a keyboard 24/7. He seems like he has more of that natural charisma than them.
What do you mean?
They stayed because of me and my dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, I got the better one, though, of the two. Wait.
And Sneeko's major issue is Sneeko's a follower. If Sneeko became a leader and he was not a follower, he would not end up on Rumble. He would not end up in the Red Pill. He wouldn't have followed Andrew Tate and Fresh and Fit and DJ Academics down the wormhole that he did. He's a young, impressionable kid who ended up being a follower. That's Sneeko's problem. If he wasn't a follower, if he didn't look for the alpha male in the room to follow, he would have had way different results. He wouldn't have been dusting it up on Rumble.
These two right here, Myron, you want to skip those?
Yeah, I guess we can, yeah. You want, but it looks like they're, they're working.
They're working, they're waitresses there.
Yeah, they're waitresses, no, they're working.
Working girls.
Yeah, I saw the earpiece.
It's like, my nigga, why are you saying you saw the hairpiece? We can all see yours.
So what do you guys think of black women?
Do you see what they tried to say to her?
What?
They got all pissed off and they were talking shit.
I know they all.
All right, so now all the credit that I gave Sneeko just went out the window. Just asking a group of random, what do you think about black women? It's like, my nigga.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Let's bring the race card immediately into it.
I don't know if it's victim, but they saw two white girls here and they said, are you talking about all women or just white women?
I know, black women love to be
immediately have to
victims.
make it racist, bro. They immediately have to do that.
Immediately.
Go to race, it doesn't fucking matter.
Because black people are the most racist people.
Because it's fun to have
then
a
they
victim
want to know what
mentality.
my race was. They push so hard. What's y'all
Even, look at his waves, too, man. Of course. The victim mentality is fun because then you're never held accountable for your actions. You're always being picked on. But would you rather your son is born black or gay?
Gay. I mean, either one, I don't really care, but like, I feel.
But would you rather your son is born black or gay?
Gay. I mean, either one, I don't really care, but like, I feel.
Either one, you don't really care. You see how quick you answered gay, ma'am? Do Do you see how quick you answered gay? Either way, I don't care. What are we doing out here? You goddamn liar. You're lying through your goddamn teeth.
But would you rather your son is born black or gay?
Gay. I mean, either one, I don't really care, but like, I feel like gay men have a way better personality.
Wow.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Gay guys kind of just take their personality for black women, though.
Or anything. Like, I love black men. I love them.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Stop the cap.
Oh, yeah, she's a night rider.
Oh.
But like, I feel like gay men are more.
She fetishizes black men sexually. She don't love black men. You see how quick she said gay? She don't want no long-term commitment to a black man. She don't want to procreate with a black man. Why are you out here lying through your goddamn teeth, ma'am?
Would you rather your son is born black or gay?
Both.
Stop the cap.
Lie! It's a total fabrication.
But like, I feel like gay men are more easy to get along with.
Would you rather your son is born black or gay?
Both.
Good answer. Politically correct. All right, let's find more. Fresh, what does your dog got? What's the secret to the dog riz?
That was the most disingenuous answer of all time. That's what he said. Politically correct answer. It's like, ma'am, nobody believes you.
They're saying W Knight Rider.
It's a terrible question, TaylorMade. It's a terrible question. Like, what kind of dumbass question is that in the first place? But that's what it goes to the mentality of these folks. I almost tried to let Sneeko off the hook by saying he's a follower. He's an individual with his own goddamn mind. He's an idiot himself. He's one of these folks. That's why he fell into the red pill. You can't cut these guys' grace at all. You gotta call it how it is. Even when they're always just hating, nah, man. Because if we say anything different, it's like, man, the commentary is suspect. We know that's cap. We know you're one of these frauds, man.
Yeah.
Really? No, it's been like Puerto Rican, Hispanic, black.
Okay, there's two more right here. Fresh, you got these. Dog riz. Fresh, make up for your bad content. Actually chasing him down is kind of creepy, huh?
Yeah, that's really weird, bro. Hold on.
Nah, Sneeko will play devil's advocate at times, and you think that he's actually thinking the other side, but no, he's just playing devil's advocate, but he thinks exactly like them. Are the likes really this dusty? Can we work together, folks, and get these likes up, y'all? Can we get these likes up? Has this not been a good show?
Chat, spam ones if you want to see a fresh, cold approach.
I already did.
Huh? If you want, I want to mic him up, and I want to see it from start to finish. See these two right here?
It's common.
They are, but they could come over for a sec. The security guard's peeking out the corner, but give him a little honey. Yeah. I'm a grinder. I think he's Haitian too, so.
Granted, it is a Monday night too, so.
We don't really give him a little honey. Yeah. I'm a grinder.
What?
I think he's Haitian too, so.
Granted, it is a Monday night too, so.
We don't really even need this table, but like get it in the shop more, like because we like spent all this work getting it.
Yeah.
It's you want?
So they can see it. The people passing by, they can see the table as well.
No, here's perfect. We don't need to do it too long. We're gonna do like the full one on Friday.
Yeah.
They're all spamming ones, bro. I want to see a cold approach fresh.
I already did multiple.
No. We want to see it like mic'd up, like start to finish.
And also, it's kind of tacky, bro.
You need to beat those allegations, man. They be saying that you be paying for girls, you've been paying for prostitutes. I want to see fresh in action.
I would never, bro. You know that.
I know that. They don't know that.
I don't care. Look at it. I'm good for myself. This is real life. It's not.
Oh my god. How are you a content creator? All right, there's
I lift myself up as well.
Okay, so apparently I was seeing a different likes. My likes were not updated, so I thought they were much dustier than they were. But shout out to y'all for getting the likes up. Can we get the likes to 100? We almost there, chat.
By the way.
that Paulina girl was kind of,
Nigga, let's do a double date.
Fresh Riz, get on his knees and beg to pay for box.
Let's do a double date, bro.
Tonight?
Yeah, with 2 girls.
I'm with it.
Birthday.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Text him.
She's down.
Text him, yeah. I'm down. Mind, you see anything? There's a pack over there.
All right, so I'm going to wrap this up because this
I'm
is...
here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
These guys talk about a whole bunch of nothing, dusted up on the street corner. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we are going to wrap it up right here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that hit that super chat. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. The likes help it go a long way. A lot more things to discuss coming up. I'm not going to say what is next because sometimes things do change. But shout out to y'all. Join the Discord if y'all haven't already. I might have to do the call-in links from the Discord moving forward because I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube and not allowing me to pin the chat. I think I have to update it or get rid of the stream elements. We don't know, but I'm gonna fix some of the technical issues that I've been having, and we're gonna have a good cohesive show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are wrapping it up though. We out. Yeah.